Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is called Cruising Scene, and over the last year or so we've had this influx of cruising and travel channels that have come into the Tuber Chat family. They are an incredibly supportive group of creators, and you'll find them mingling around in each other's channels as well as many more from the Tuber Chat family all the time. So I hope everybody will join Cruising Scene. You can see that they're already more than halfway on the road to their official 1K, and we always say you're officially on a road when you pass a 100 milestone. So since they're well over 950 now, they are more than halfway on the road to that 1,000. So it's an exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. And I hope everybody will connect with them right now. We'll get them a little bit closer. You'll see that they bring us videos, shorts, and live streams. They're already monetized, of course, with memberships and super chats available on their channel when we get there. Some of their shorts have done really well, getting into over 3,000 views and even over 8,000 on one of them. And then live streams are something that might be more of an idea for the future, but we'll keep an eye on the channel. We always have notification bells on for every single channel that comes through. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. So thank you everybody for coming in. I got quite a few names on the wheel of doom. Forgive my absence for a couple of weeks. To be honest with you, I was fine. Some of you will remember the last live stream we did. I was losing my voice at the end of the stream, and it turned out I thought it was laryngitis. I ended up with pneumonia. Now the truth is I never actually felt sick, but I've had no voice up until this weekend. So I wanted to make sure we delayed as long as we could. You don't want to make yourself sick, you know what I mean? You don't want to delay things any longer. So I was just taking it easy, relaxing, and enjoying a bunch of creators' content over the last couple of weeks. But thank you everybody for coming in for an extremely overwhelmingly busy beginning to the week, which I may not have otherwise expected. I know we've got quite a bit of activity happening in the chat, so forgive me while I'm a little bit rusty. You would think after doing this 600 times we'd have our system down pat, but if you'll bear with me, we'll try to catch up a little bit here. So I see that Chris and Larry Homestead just gifted a membership. Thank you for that. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead has done the same thing, and I believe they've both done that before, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always. And then the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, Susan, of course, just dropped a super chat. So we treat those gifted memberships like super chats. So we will look at those channels before we start spinning the wheel in another moment. And again, hopefully everybody will bear with me while I just get myself together here. P&J's Homestead Adventure is in the house. I'm adding them to the wheel with a lot of other channels that are already there. The Stock Explorer, of course, is here as a member and a moderator. Home Bartending with John was early in the door. Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're on the wheel with Jamie Marie Crafts and Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, who are longtime Canadian friends with Chris's Creation Fun and Canadian Family Life, his wife, of course. Pam's Crazy Crochet Nook and Just Jason Keto and more were early in the door with Marketplace Boutique as well. So thank you all for coming in early. And thank you to my dear friend Pete for coming back in. Embarkation Nation is also here. We'll get them onto the wheel. I know we've got quite a few more channels here. I have something to say. I'll try to not get choked up while I do it. It's me, Joyful Julie Cooking. Good to see you in the house. Casino Slot Couple is here. Backyard Trucker is in the house. Becoming Vermont, good to see you back. Cool Gamers here. Everyday Controversial Cruising and DJ's Adventures and Beyond are both here. Drew's Adventures, who I had the chance to meet in person last summer, is in the house from Australia, along with Ghostly Winds, also from Australia. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. You can almost see your playlist is still running in the background here. And then Ori Damon, good to see you in the house. Skinner Farms is here. Tamika Davis is an incredible supporter that I run into almost every single day. Unbiased LLC, it's good to see you, Mr. Evans. Mixed Drink Reviews is brand new. I really enjoyed the first video that I watched from that creator, and we'll talk about it if we are able to get their channel up. We'll get through as many channels as we can in the next 3 hours or so, and we're not in a rush to get out of here, so if anybody wants to stay that long, we will hold things together. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Stock Explorer, hopefully I mentioned you on the wheel as a member and a moderator. Globies Travel is here as a silver member as well, which means we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, just like Home Bartending with John. So I'll get you on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then, after a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Multi-Hunter247, good to see you in the house. Yes, I was off for 2 weeks, but we're back in action now. We expect to be on every other day. And then, M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you in the house as well. Now, again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Roadkill Gaming Jory is coming in. I just caught Creative Beauty Butterfly for a live stream a few hours ago today. So thank you for coming in. She's got a couple of familiar faces in her community as well. And I will appreciate everybody's patience while I slowly get things rolling. Attend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. Good to see you in the house. She's a friend of about 3 years. And then Cruising Scene, again, is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen, both in the Tuber Chat family and out in the YouTube streets as well. So I hope everybody will connect with Cruising Scene. We're going to start moving along. Chris and Larry Homestead gifted a membership, and so did our Georgia Suburban Homestead again. So we'll put those channels up first before we start spinning the wheel. We will sneak the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch in there as well because she dropped a super chat. We always put those channels up on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get around to adding some names to the wheel from the chat after a long period of time. And thank you, the Numismaniac. Yes, like I was saying earlier, I never actually felt sick, but apparently I had pneumonia for a couple of weeks, and it affected my voice and everything else. Tina Bailey, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I always add our members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So the Numismaniac's been added to the wheel. If any of our members feel missed, if I happen to overlook your channel, just please bear with me, and I'll appreciate a nudge. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, and I'll appreciate that, of course. So when we looked at yeah, tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. Those kind of ideas, of course, are absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated when they do happen always, but I never want to solicit that kind of thing. Most of you know I work full-time, and you know, our time here in Tuber Chat is part-time as well. So I'm lucky to be in that position, but I don't have to worry about those kind of things. So like I said, appreciated when they do happen, but nobody needs to be a super chatter or a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. It's open to everyone. It just takes a long period of time, especially on a busy day like this. Regional Sky Girl, good to see you in the house. We're actually just in the beginning, I believe, right now. I think it's right now, of March break in Canada. Much different than the winter break and spring break that our American friends celebrate or enjoy. But we have a week where basically students are out of school. So forgive me, I could be mistaken. One of our Canadian friends will know, and it could be different between different provinces. But I'm in Ontario, Canada, of course, and our students might be off for a week, which makes everything much busier. Hoodles and Caboodles of Crafts, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Regional Sky Girl. Yes, thank you, Tend the Sheep Where You Are, don't pass them by. That's Penny, by the way. The Mother and Daughter Duo, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And my goodness, everybody, thank you, like I said, for such an overwhelmingly busy beginning to today's stream. After a couple of weeks, I thought we'd be a little bit slower and have to build back up. But thank you, everybody, for sticking with us and being here. Lori's Tech Time, my dear, dear, dear friend. Thank you for coming back in. I always think about Lori's Tech Time when I think about putting thumbnails on shorts. They've taken away our ability to do some of the tricks we used to do, and Lori's Tech Time was helping us with that. So I'm looking forward to the changes that are likely going to come where we can customize those. Chris and Larry Homestead is up on the screen now. They came to us when they already had between 9 and 10,000 subscribers. So you can see that this channel is already well on its way, very successful. And they got a lot going on. It's a family of 10 behind this channel that comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. They're getting very close to 17,000 right now, officially on that road, if you can believe that. So obviously you hear me say of channels of this size that there much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. 3,000 seems to be quite a telling marker, and Chris and Larry Homestead were far beyond that when they first found us, but are still with us today, and it's great to see a channel of this size supporting others. Just grabbing your latest video, putting that in my catch-up list. They produce merchandise. They engage in all of the typical homesteading activities we'd expect. They give us a great chance to get to know the family. Sometimes they're indoors, sometimes they're outdoors. They've got some shorts here that have done well, getting into almost 6,000 views, one over 8,000. And then when we get into live streams, we see that it's been a couple of months, but they typically go live almost every week. I think they were doing it every Monday, if I remember right. So we'll keep an eye on the channel, and like I keep saying, we put notification bells on for everybody. That gives us the best chance of catching them. Super Rainbow Queen, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I might not have said hello to you earlier, but I did see you come in. They were live earlier, I believe, too, right? I think I caught you just a couple hours ago. The Gambler After Dark, good to see you in the house. I think they just celebrated their birthday. The Stock Explorer, luckily, one of our moderators sent me a message to let me know, the Gambler After Dark. I try not to miss any special events, regardless of where I am. Even if I have to just sneak in quickly, if somebody's got a milestone like monetization, celebration, of course, is most important to me. But then birthdays and anniversaries of different types, I always want to make sure I'm there. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So Chris and Larry Homestead, thank you again for that membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Pardon me for not scrolling back and seeing who caught that. I'm not sure if I still can. They usually last in the chat for about 15 minutes. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead came in right behind them and dropped another one as well. Hilda DC, our beloved and dedicated moderators in the house. She's been a friend over 3.5 years. I'll get her onto the wheel right away. And Judgment Day Mike Harper, good to see you in the house. I caught them for a live stream last week as well. Yeah, forgive me for not catching who grabbed those gifted memberships, but thank you again, Chris and Larry Homestead and our Georgia Suburban Homestead, for doing that again. Oh no, did I miss your birthday yesterday, Canadian Family Life? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was around. I should not have missed anybody's celebrations. The amazing M&G, good to see you in the house. That's Tiffany. I'm going to make that up to you when I catch you there. And then thank you so much, Scratch and PPA, of course, right back at it, able to catch everything that goes on here. P&J's Homestead Adventure and Embarkation Nation picked up those gifted memberships. So thank you for that, because I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away then. Embarkation Nation, I managed to get on. Yes, actually, I've got them both on. It's okay. Thank you. The Chicken, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. You know, there was something that I did want to mention, and I have a hard time when I talk about things that are overly emotional. I find myself getting choked up in this and that. So pardon me while I butcher my speech here. But, you know, we use the word family all the time, and we always have. I always have here in Tuber Chat. This channel was inspired by the generosity that I saw in a lot of people wanting to support others. And literally when I first, I'd been on YouTube for a couple of years. When I found the small YouTuber community, I was overwhelmed by the generosity that I saw in people saying, hey, come with us. We'll introduce you to all our friends. Everybody helps everybody. And I just couldn't believe it, because I've been in social media from the beginning, and I've never seen that kind of generosity. So, you know, we use the word family all the time because the friendships on TuberChat, not just on TuberChat, on YouTube in general, almost anywhere online, depending on where you're active, you start to build friendships, and some of these supportive people start to feel as much like family as anybody else, if not more. Right? When we talk about that, the biggest complaint I get on YouTube is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much more special when we do find in real life friends and family members, or especially as our friendships flourish into what feels like family. Moonboots165, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook, thank you for that. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So the reason why I say this, parenting comes to mind, the idea that, you know, when things happen to your family, hopefully the good things make you smile. I'll finish my speech in a second. We'll get through another channel and then I'll pick it up. I have a hard time with these things. Liz B. Journey, good to see you in the house. Stay Hall, thank you for coming in. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead gifted a membership a little while ago, and they've done that kind of thing countless times before. So thank you for that extra generous donation. I really do appreciate that kind of thing. Of course, absolutely unnecessary. Always appreciated. I can't believe how far behind I am with your videos. I'm just going to grab the latest one, though. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. And we'll look at the shorts on this channel as well. Obviously, our Georgia Suburban Homestead comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. They bring us more outdoor content than indoor content on this particular channel, but you'll find that when you get there, some of the shorts have done well, getting into 5,000, even 6,000 views, and one of them over 10,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on this channel are something that are fairly frequent, and this creator also has another channel for us to look at, so we'll have a look at that as well. Multi-Hunter 247's in the house. Itching to Scratch UK, good to see you here. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. So if I type in I died NDE, meaning near-death experience, I'm going to get to this channel from our Georgia Suburban Homestead. This creator is sharing stories regarding near-death experiences and looking for stories from other influencers and creators as well. So whether you've got anything to share or whether you want to join the conversation, I hope you'll connect with her here as well. So obviously, again, this is the same creator behind our Georgia Suburban Homestead. I'm just taking our latest video, putting that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with this channel as well. One shorts video for now. Live streams have started, so it's been almost a couple of weeks. We'll see if she's going to do another one soon. And again, hopefully everybody will connect with this incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will come up next. So pardon the butchering of my speech, but when I say when things happen to your family that are good, hopefully they make you smile, but we also... I can't believe how hard of a time I have saying some of these things. When your family hurts, you hurt as well. And like I said, here in the Tuberchat family, a lot of our friendships start to truly feel like family. You notice when you disappear for a couple of days, your friends come looking for you, and it's a part of me wonderful feeling. I can hear my voice cracking still and everything else. I think I'm back to 100% after my voice fiasco the last couple of weeks, but it's at about 95%, I guess. Casino Slot Couples in the house. Hopefully I said hello to you earlier. Be Amazing Sylvia is another dear friend of over 3.5 years now. Thank you for being in the house. And MLY Bird Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I see them out supporting others all the time as well. And Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Part of me, while I'm like in between thoughts here and trying to catch up with the chat at the same time, after the first break in another few minutes, we'll start going through channels a little bit faster. And Be Amazing Sylvia, we're going to look at your channel right after Judgment Day, Mike Harper. They also dropped a super chat earlier, as did the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. We always look at these channels, pardon me, right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Pardon me. Lori's Tech Time, thank you for continuing that membership. She's been a member a long time. Lori's Tech Time's got a couple of channels for us to look at as well. And so, yes, so thank you everybody for the words in the chat that kind of back up the idea that I'm talking about the support that we get from each other. But it's overwhelming sometimes to see the friendships the way that they flourished, to know that people care as much as they do. And I hope everybody here has already experienced that. If you haven't yet, it's coming, I promise you. But you know, by the time you even have 100 subscribers, you've already got a couple of people who are with you all the time. You know, you know, we get to know each other's channels. Look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch here. Susan goes live every Wednesday morning. She gives us a chance to talk about a lot of newsworthy content. I know she talked about changing up the format of the Wednesday live streams a little bit, and it's been a while since I've been able to catch her, but I'm hoping I can catch you again this Wednesday if you're going to be on. I'm just grabbing the latest food grade kitchen wood restore and sealer video. This is probably very important. I'm assuming you're talking about charcuterie boards, right? If I'm pronouncing that word correctly, and cutting boards and things like that. It's very important we look after those things in the kitchen, of course, when we think about bacteria and all the different things that can cross them. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will give us a bit of indoor content to go with their outdoor homesteading content as well. They've gotten into well over 2,400 views on a couple of these, one over 6,000, which is great to see, and then live stream. So they got a few set up here. Yeah, so they'll be live Wednesday morning like usual, and then they've already got the next couple ready to go, which is great to see. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then, yeah, thank you, Penny, for that. Thank you, Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By. So thank you again, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. She's done that countless times before. Judgment Day, Mike Harper, we're going to get them up on the screen right now. They did the same thing. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Now, hopefully I'm not missing any of this stuff, but I think we're just about caught up. And Judgment Day Mike Harper gives us a chance to get to know them on their channel. Over 400 subscribers for this creator, and they've got some shorts front and center. So we'll have a look at these first. We'll see that these have gotten into hundreds of views, one over 1,100, which is great. That one's still getting views, I think. Videos I've caught from this creator, they really give us a chance to get to know them. They bring a little bit of variety, a lot of talking head videos, live streams as well. I caught them just the other day for another live stream. And then when we look at Michael Harper, which is quite a popular name, actually. It can be difficult to find this channel. So what I'll do is I'll drop the handle in the chat, but we're really doing a better service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other's channels. So Michael W. Harper, he just changed the name slightly. Might make it a little bit easier to find in the long term. There's the handle for it right there, Michael Harper 9529. Country Guy TV Videos, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Design with Emma, good to see you here. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everyone. Backyard Trucker, good to know you've passed 100. That's an exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey, and hopefully we'll push you towards the 200 you're going to be thinking about soon as well. Michael Harper is here. Michael W. Harper with 58 subscribers, the same creator obviously behind Judgment Day Mike Harper. I'm just going to grab their latest video. This channel, they focus a lot on DVD reviews, as a matter of fact. Sometimes they get into a bit of variety, like shout outs and things like that. Some shorts on this channel. These have gotten into well over 400 views and beyond, and hopefully we'll see more from Michael W. Harper and Judgment Day Mike Harper. I'm going to get to Be Amazing Sylvia now, and we'll see what she's got going on. Thank you again, Judgment Day Mike Harper, for another super chat. He's done that countless times. So has Be Amazing Sylvia. She's a friend of about 3.5 years. She's been here since the beginning of Tuber Chat. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back and we'll talk about this channel. So, Be Amazing Sylvia is just on a monster trajectory. Her channel has just exploded over the last year and is now halfway between 12,000 and on the way towards 13,000 subscribers. So, you know, I say of channels of the size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond, and she's blown way past that now. Be Amazing Sylvia is one of the original 7 members of the Drop the Link Day crew. They have always been interested in helping others grow, and these are creators that inspired me in the beginnings of Tuber Chat and even beforehand to even start this channel, because of what we learn from these creators about connecting with each other and generosity between different influencers, if that makes sense. Reindeer Head Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The 70s Culture, thank you for gifting a membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll get that channel ready to go. They've been giving us a lot of help on our music channel, but I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get their channel up. So thank you for that. We always put super chatters and membership gifters on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get around to spinning the wheel shortly. Design with Emma, thank you for another super chat. We'll take a break in a couple minutes here before the next channel, and then we'll come back, and I'll move a little bit faster. We always get a little bit faster as time goes on. We still got 2.5 hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Living Large with L Crew, good to see you in the house. J Princess Vlogs, good to see you here. And Living Large with L Crew just left a message actually on our music channel. So I'll talk about that when we come back. All the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat's available as copyright-free music. So I'll talk about that in a moment. So I'm just going to grab the latest video from Be Amazing Sylvia. Her channel is actually a variety channel. She brings us everything from product reviews to unboxing, shout-outs, hauls, just about vlogs, just about anything you can think of, and opportunities to connect with other creators, especially during live streams. Now, there's not, it's not that there's a correct way, like a right way or a wrong way to connect with people. There certainly isn't one magic formula. We do it the way we do because we've been doing that for 3.5 years now. But Be Amazing Sylvia is very knowledgeable about all things YouTube, and she can help you grow in different ways as well. So I hope you'll join her for some of these live streams, but she collaborates with a lot of other creators as well. She's been featured on many other channels and live streams. I believe we've been on panel before. It might have been a very long time from now, but I think we've been on panel together on another channel. I'm thinking with Fern, but I could be mistaken. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia, like I said, is on a monster trajectory here. Her channel is getting close to 13,000 subscribers. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's got live streams that are frequent, and then shorts are where some magic is happening on this channel. She hooked into a formula many months ago that has served her incredibly well. And you can see that she's gotten into 250,000 views on a couple of these shorts. One over 678,000 and one over 750,000 views on one single short. She's got lots of these now, but they're really pushing the channel, which is great. And she already had a strong and solid foundation, of course, which helps. And you know I'm going to say that. Sylvia's Daily Positivity is a second channel that she started with her daughter. They give us a chance to get to know them. They could be doing just about anything indoors or outdoors here. But Sylvia has included Daily Positivity in short form for us here as well. So we get more motivation, more positivity from the same creator behind Be Amazing Sylvia. So I hope everybody will connect. And like I said, Sylvia is one of the original 7 members of the Drop the Link Day crew. She's knowledgeable in all things YouTube and can help you grow, and she's always been an advocate for that. Rambling with the Brooms, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I might not have said hello earlier. I did get you on the wheel. M and J, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We still got a list of channels to go through when we get back from our first break. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Rushing Wind Mountain is here. I'm going to get them on the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And I did want to just mention one more thing. So I'll try to get through it quickly. But when, I mentioned about the idea of our friendships, we use the word family. It really does feel like that. I'm sure almost everybody in the chat is going to agree when I say that. We laugh when we see good things happen to each other. We smile. And when our family and our friends hurt, we hurt also. I promise you that it absolutely is the case. So for that reason, what I've been leading up to is just saying, Scratch and Pete PA, thank you so much for coming back in today. As a matter of fact, his birthday's coming up on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So Scratch and Pete PA will have a celebration coming up. But also, if anybody is able to make sure that you're there for his premiere tomorrow, I see that he's already got that set up as well. We still got a while before we end up seeing his channel. We will see it. We see it every day. He's here with us every single day. If you can imagine, well over 650 times now, for which I'm going to be eternally grateful. But I hope everybody will try to catch Scratch and PPA, especially tomorrow. If you have to move something around to make sure you're there, I would recommend it, because I know that this is Scratch and PPA's birthday week. So, thank you again, my dear friend, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for such an overwhelming beginning to today's live stream. It's me, Alec. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to go for 3.5 minutes. We're going to come back with the 70s culture. All right, we're almost back. Yes, Lawn Lifters, good to see you. Hannah Rebecca, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the way in. Lawn Lifters is here. I did step away for a quick second there. I don't always. Oh, is She Stole My Thunder in the house? I see somebody saying hello to She Stole My Thunder. I didn't see them come in. There she is, yes. From Montreal. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. She Stole My Thunder is a gold member, actually. So we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot automatically every half hour or so. So we're looking at the 70s culture, and this is a channel that I'm still getting to know, but they have been giving us an unreasonably generous amount of support on our copyright-free music channel. So for anybody that hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel for that where all the music's available, but it's also published on all major music platforms like Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, iTunes, and YouTube Music, of course. As a hint, you will find MP3 download links at the bottom of most of the descriptions of the music videos on that channel. But after Tuber Chat tonight, in another 2.5 hours or so, we're going to go over there and raid in, and you'll see a virtual 24-hour live stream that runs on that channel where we've got a virtual nightclub going. There's a video game happening. Everybody can participate in the chat, and it's a lot of fun over there. People come in and out just like you'd expect. And then, yes, so thank you, the 70s Culture, for that. And Corinne's Life is here as a member and one of our longest standing members and moderators, as a matter of fact. She's been a friend of over 3.5 years. I'm going to get her onto the wheel right now. So the 70s Culture, like I said, is a channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to grab one of their videos here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Rushing Wind Mountain, I got you on the wheel. Just Jason Keto and more, yes, thank you. He's in the music channel often. Also, we've got a few creators that are in there. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more is in there all the time. My dear friend Jaden. Some of you know Jaden. If you have questions and want to know about my dear friend Jaden, feel free to reach out to me on a social network. He's been a friend of a long, long time. He's been with us about 3.5 years as well. And he's always in the background watching Tuber Chat. And then he supports everything I do on every channel that I touch, including our music channel, where he can be found just about every day also. So the 70s Culture, like I said, has been giving us a lot of support over there, for which I'm grateful. But they also have another channel. If I'm not mistaken, I meant to make sure I remembered this. So Now It's Dark, I believe, is the same creator behind the 70s Culture. Now this channel is obviously doing extremely well. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. And they are just about on the road towards 10,000 there at 9.7 thousand. So obviously an influential channel. So I'm just going to grab another video from this channel, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them. And yes, forgive me while I trip over the speech, but I was 99% sure. Yes, the 70s Culture and Now It's Dark. So thank you, everybody, for bearing with me while I get the rust out of my joints as well, since we've been off for a couple of weeks. But I hope everybody will connect with this creator. Now It's Dark has actually been with us a long time. I've lost track of how long it's actually been. I'm guessing a year, but it could be much longer. And now they've got that second channel, the 70s Culture. So I hope everybody will connect with them on both of those. And thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Or pardon me, you gifted a membership. Pardon me. Thank you for doing that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Design with Emma is up here right now. Design with Emma dropped a super chat. We always put membership gifters and super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get around to spinning the wheel shortly. We haven't done that yet today. Rock Chick Beauty also dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at her channel right after Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, which is coming up next. Design with Emma is going to talk to us about interior design. Right before I talk about this channel, if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Buddha of Destiny Namaste has been with Superchat for over 3 years. Life as Jaleesa is here with us frequently as well. Thank you for coming back in. And Design with Emma is up here now working on 2,200 subscribers. So this channel is growing rapidly, and this creator, like I said, is going to talk to us not only about interior design, but how we might find some of the things we might consider when we're thinking about interior design. Hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. She's already monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Lisa J. Stocks, I'm just getting you onto the wheel right now. Thank you for coming in. She's been posting like crazy. I can't keep up with that channel. Design with Emma. I'm just going to grab your latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list so I can try to get caught up a little bit here. Let's look at the shorts on this channel as well. We see a lot of interesting, in the latest shorts, we'll see a lot of interesting interior design elements. But when we get into the popular shorts... Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. Yes, I knew I was going to start making mistakes. I'll talk about that in a quick second, but thank you for that reminder. You can see that some of the other shorts here with a lot of variety have gotten into 22,000 and 32,000 views and beyond. Live streams are also fairly frequent at about once a week. So we'll keep an eye on the channel, keep our notification bell on, see if they're going to keep those up as well. And thank you again, Design with Emma, for another super chat. They've done that many times before. And what Scratch and PPA is reminding me of is something that I've been doing for a long time now, which is adding a couple of sections onto our wheel. One of them, the more fun of the two, is called Add a Name. So I'm going to do that right now. And when we get to spinning the wheel shortly, there's a chance that will come up. It's random, of course. And then I'm going to add another section called Clear the Wheel. And I add one of these every break until it comes up. And what that's going to allow me to do is wipe all of the names off of the wheel when it comes up, reload with any of our members who are still in the chat that haven't been on the wheel or the screen, but it speeds things up so that I can get to more channels faster that have been waiting for a long period of time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I've got those sections on there. Like I said, it's completely random, so we'll see when they're going to come up. We take breaks about every half hour here. We're going to look at another channel right now. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back. You know, I'm in a completely new location today, and my allergies started the second I clicked the go live button. I swear it happens every single day. Trending Live TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, so Design with Emma, thank you again for another super chat. And like I said, we put channels on the screen right away because of those things. Rock Chick Beauty will come up in a moment. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts is coming up right now for dropping a super chat as well. So again, absolutely unnecessary here, but always appreciated, of course. Now, Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts is a channel I'm still getting to know. I've seen a few videos from them, and I see them out supporting other creators, and they've been with us many times already. And when we look at this creator's channel, we see that they're at 282 right now, working on 300. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I'm just going to grab this Happy Mail video. This is something that's always heartwarming to see as well. When I see creators, you know, sending different things to each other, it's not always giveaways. A lot of times it's either like gifts or trinkets or, you know, things of interest from each other's channels. A lot of creators are doing sticker swaps, which I have yet to get involved in, but I promise I will. I know I've dragged my feet on everything, but it will be coming. And then as well, Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is a creator that recently was doing a postcard swap, which I thought was a really cool idea. I've never been one to take nearly enough pictures in my life. Things have gotten better over the years. Now we all have a camera in our pocket 24 hours a day. But through a lifetime, I always wish I had taken more pictures. But one of my excuses used to be like, you know, the professionals can take better pictures than me. So for 25 cents, I'll just go buy a postcard. It's a better picture than I would have took. And I know I was there. But that's a little bit silly, I think. But when we think about the idea of a postcard swap, I think that's a really cool idea. And I know creators have been doing sticker swaps ever since I've even found the small YouTuber community. I believe Yogi Hollow Farm was the first one to ever send me a sticker, and I've been sent many things by many creators, as a matter of fact. Mark the Shark, when he manages to come in again, he's here with us frequently. We'll be happy to see his hat has found a permanent place in my new setup here. So I'm sure he'll be excited about that. AceFlaw1, good to see you here. That's Andy. He's been with us for about 4 years, since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. Izzy, good to see you in the house as well. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away with AceFlaw1. And I'm going to start moving through channels like I promised. So thank you, Trending Live TV, for the share as well. When we look at Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, we see 282 subscribers. Like I said, I've got one of their Happy Mail videos here on my catch-up list to catch up with them. They've got some shorts on the channel. These have started to get into 1,000 views and beyond, but one of them over 10,000, which is great to see. And a little bit of a combination in indoor and outdoor content there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts. Those of you who are here frequently have likely seen this channel many times because they're here with us frequently as well. So, as well, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then we're looking at Rock Chick Beauty right now. This is a channel that comes to us from the UK. And Oriane is another creator behind this channel who has been with us for about 3.5 years. Now, about 3 years ago, a little bit less, I think, this creator reset and restarted their channel. And the idea is, could you come back stronger and more solidly if you were going to do that? And Rock Chick Beauty certainly has done that. You see that this creator puts presentation at the forefront of her mind with a very professional look to every single thumbnail, although the common denominator are these bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable. Now, she started with beauty and she talks about all things alternative, but this creator also brings us a lot of unboxings, product reviews, and now sponsored videos as well. She's working on 1,300 subscribers and has been monetized for quite a while. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I didn't miss you, Izzy. I've got you on the wheel, ready to go. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Rock Chick Beauty as well has got some shorts here that bring some more variety. These have gotten into 1,800 and 2,800 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel have gotten usually once a month-ish. I missed the one from a couple of weeks ago again. Hopefully I'll catch you for the next one. 3 years. So there you go. Yes, 3 years of Rock Chick Beauty. But she had been on a little while longer than that. Another 6 months before, I believe. DJ's Adventures and Beyond. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. It's always good to hear somebody's coming up on a milestone. And thank you for that, Lori's Tech Time. Yeah, so this is a new setup. I just happen to have an office now to do the 90% of my work from. And it's a work in progress. So you see the stuff behind me here. And at some point I'll do a behind the scenes look at this stuff. What it opens up is the idea for a lot of the things I've been promising for a long time to finally come to fruition. A couple of our friends who are enjoying great success with their channels have offered to share their insights. So I expect to do a couple of live streams with them and finally very soon get to some tutorial videos so that everybody gets the real how-tos on some of the things that we all need. Like, for instance, getting started with Nightbot is like a desperately needed video, I know, and we can get in there and I can give everybody my recommendations. Most of you know that I use Nightbot along with 3 other chatbots in the chat, and we'll talk about all of those, and I can give you in-depth ideas about how to use them, how I use them. You'll find inspiration for yourself, as well as understanding the comparisons between them and the different reasons why I might endorse one over the other or use different ones for different things. So you see Nightbot, Streamlabs is there. Hopefully Stream Elements is going to show up, but that's been Stream Elements has been having a problem on another channel that I run, actually. I'm just going to check if that's working right now, and pardon me while I do this. We're going to talk about Creative Beauty Butterfly in a quick second here. So I'm going to show you, for instance, with these robots, how easy it is to get these going. So I go to streamelements.com and you just log in with your YouTube channel. You guys know that I have a few, but when we get into the meat and potatoes, we're going to find a few different things here. So for instance, for the Tuber Chat channel, I've got a few things called timers. These are those messages that roll through the chat to say like, hey, remember to hit the thumbs up, put the subscription and the bell on and things like that. And a few of the other things that we often say. Now, sometimes they stop working, so all I do is turn them off and turn them back on, and hopefully this is going to work now. And then, of course, you've got some commands as well. You see me use that one roll call, which is supposed to have our robots show up in the chat. That's something you have to do manually if you want to. But these are the kind of things I'm talking about where I expect to very shortly make tutorial videos so that everybody can understand how to do these things very quickly. So we'll keep an eye on Stream Elements, see if it's going to show up, because like I said, it's been having a problem on another channel that I run. Scratch Amico, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Stay Hall just dropped a super chat. I almost missed that, so thank you, Scratch and PPA, for that again. Stay Hall is fairly new in the Tuber Chat family, but a very enthusiastic creator. I'm going to get them up on the screen next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Together We Travel, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Frostbite Mobile Gamer, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that's brand new today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you would like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So Creative Beauty Butterfly I just caught for a live stream literally hours ago. You see, 4 hours ago. I caught them at the end of this live stream, but they were doing a St. Patty's Day makeup tutorial showing us how to make a look. You would be shocked if you knew how many makeup channels I subscribe to. The thing about Tuber Chat, of course, is we're over 5,000 now, so thank you everybody for that. But you know that I subscribe to all 5,000 channels. So I've got a lot of everything there. But I'm always interested to see how things are made, how things are done, especially things that I don't or can't do. Anything artistic, anything creative, for instance. I can do anything with a computer, but when it comes to artistic creativity. I'm always impressed by the things I see in our YouTube or Tuber Chat family. Now let me just grab the latest haul video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Decluttering is a good idea. I'm not the neatest or cleanest person in the world, but I do like things clean and neat as much as possible. I'm getting more minimalistic as I get a little bit older as well. Creative Beauty Butterfly is working on 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They bring us life vlogs, easy recipes, beauty, and more. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 5,000 views, 9,000 on one of them, which is great, well over 9,000. And then, like I said, live streams are frequent. You can see that they're on several times a week. We've always got our notification bell on. That's in the spirit of catching each other as often as we can and catching as much content from each other as we can. So thank you. Again, stay hall for another super chat. We're going to put this channel up on the screen right away. We always put super chatters on the screen as soon as that happens. And then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. YouTube wants to misspell for me. So that's a little bit of a hint there for anybody that's looking for a channel and you don't see it right away. We got to look at the top here, and I know it'll show you a different way on a phone, but it wants to misspell. So I've got to say, no, spell it the way I said, and then it will show up with the right channel. So this is Stay Hollow channel. I'm still getting to know. I find that most channels become #1 for the search results everywhere in the world by the time they get around to about 800 subscribers. That's for about 99% of channels. Some channels go right to the top right away, especially if you have a unique name. If you have something somewhat popular or easy to misspell, you can struggle a little while with that. There's a bit of a trade-off, right? If we pick a name that's easy to remember, we might have a lot of competition in the search results. If we pick a name that's very unique, it's harder for people to find us when they're looking for us if they're trying to remember our name. But everybody eventually, the 99% or more, gets to the top of the search results long before 1,000 subscribers. Doing it all. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. The Winning Walk with Christina. Good to have you back as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Pardon me just for 1 second here. So let's see what Stay Hall's channel is all about. Their mission is to uplift, empower, and inspire women of all ages and backgrounds to embrace a healthy, balanced life, both spiritually and physically. So we can follow the content and see where that takes us. I see there's some travel here as well. What I'm going to do on this channel is take another video. This one's quite lengthy, but it's an Island Delights video. It looks like a bit of a tour in Hawaii. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit, get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time, I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in live streams and premieres. I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Stay Hall as well. Forgive me, the Bud Files, I've got you on the wheel. Stay Hall has got 534 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 600 we know they must be thinking about. When we look at their shorts, we see that they've gotten into 2,500 and 2,600 views on a couple of these. Like I said, a very enthusiastic creator. And then live streams on the channel. They've got one set up for about a week from now, and hopefully I'll catch you for that one. And then they did one today, so it looks like they're aiming for approximately once a week. So we'll keep our notification bell on like we do for all channels. That gives us the best chance of catching each other as often as we can. Jamie Marie Crafts is still here, and yes, anybody that wants to swap playlists with each other, that's something that we do all the time. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If I've said that right. Clear the wheel has just come up, so what I'm going to do right now is wipe all the names off the wheel. I'm going to reload with any of the members that are in the chat that have not been on the wheel or the screen yet. And then that speeds things up for us so that I will eventually, in today's live stream, get to more channels faster from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. So let's go for 3.5 minutes, and then we'll come back and talk about Chris's Creation Fun. All right, we're back. I had already had Chris's Creation Fun ready to go, which is great to see. This creator is the husband of Canadian Family Life. Some of us know her as Tiffany. So obviously this is Chris. He started with a lot of 3D printing and expanded the content on the channel a little bit here with some do-it-yourself videos, somewhat advanced actually. This creator now is at 77 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is as challenging as ever before, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you in the house. Wilma 2U1, good to have you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Jamaican Vibes is brand new. For anybody that's brand new in the chat today, my recommendation is always to make the first move. Reach out to other creators, support them with all the things you wish they would do for you first. knowing that when you come back into the chat and let them know that you've done that, they'll turn around and do the same thing for you. We have our instructions always in our video description, so that everybody knows how to connect thoroughly, authentically, and then we make sure we don't lose our subscribers to the YouTube void the next day, for instance. So Chris's Creation Fun is another creator who's here with us frequently. Like I said, inspired by his wife Tiffany from Canadian Family Life to start a channel. He's got another do-it-yourself video here. Looks like he's working on a couple things, actually, a printer and a solar operation, but he's got a couple of different things going on, as well as the 3D printing here, and then some shorts where these have gotten into hundreds of views already on one of them, and just put out a few, so hopefully we'll see some more. I see he's got an extra subscriber, so thank you for whoever connected with them right now. And again, this is Chris's Creation Fun, so I'm going to put his wife's channel up as well. Canadian Family Life has now celebrated just over a year on YouTube. I forget how long ago their live stream was. That was their 1 year anniversary. I think it must have been 3 or 4 weeks ago. Am I right about that? Celebrate with us. This must have been Tiffany's birthday. Yes, I'm so sorry that I missed that. My dear goodness. Actually, I'm going to show everybody something. I'm not sure if everybody here will be familiar with, not only we probably all have seen things like super chats and super stickers. Those are very common. But something that YouTube added a while back was something called super thanks. And it's something that allows you to give a super chat type donation to a channel, even on a regular video. So I'm just going to show it to you here. Now, I'm looking at it on a computer. You'll have to find this if you're on a phone a little bit differently. But when I click my 3 dots here, I'm going to get to the thanks, right? And what this is going to do is give me an opportunity to give them a happy birthday wish here. Let's see, I would have super chatted them if I was in there. Where's the thing that I want? There it is. And you have the opportunity to change the message here and then adjust the amount. And you can go all the way up to $500. So pardon me, that's a little bit above my pay grade. But we'll send over a happy birthday wish for Tiffany here. And then it's very simple. We just go ahead and confirm it. But that's a super thanks. And watch this animation that comes up. That's kind of cool, right? That happens as soon as you do that, at least on a computer. The more you donate, the more elaborate the animation becomes, but that can be done on, I believe, any video now after it's been published, whether it's a short or even a live stream replay and things like that. So Canadian Family Life has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding TuberChat, and it's getting close to a year now, because it wasn't too long after they were on that they ended up finding us. They were so active in the TuberChat family that I had already been mistaken about how long they'd been here, because they were so supportive here and to other creators. Now, they bring us a lot of cooking, daily life, family fun, gardening, grocery hauls, and Happy Mail videos. They've connected with a lot of other creators. They're one of the first 2 channels, along with M&T Living and Cooking, who was in the chat today. They're there right there right now. I still, pardon me, see them. These 2 creators were the first that we know of in the TuberChat family to be monetized under the newer restrictions of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. Product Scope, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then when we look at Canadian Family Life, we're also going to see they live stream occasionally, but they've got some shorts on their channel that have gotten now into 2,500 views and beyond. One of them's blown right past at 5,500, which is great to see. And that's an interesting looking shorts video. That looks like something that's done extremely well and might be continuing. I'm just going to grab their latest keto meatloaf video as well. I'm going to see what they've got for a recipe here. And you can see some container gardening that they're doing here. Lots of grocery hauls. And then more variety on the channel like we discussed. So monetize, lots of ways to support them, including super chats, memberships, and super thanks, as we can see. And hopefully everybody will go over and wish Tiffany a happy belated birthday on that video. I'm so sorry that I missed that stream. For anybody that, you know, I know it's unreasonable to ask everybody to message you every time you're going to do a live stream or anything like that. But if you have a special occasion coming up and you find yourself with the time, then please feel free to reach out to me. Whether it's a birthday or a monetization celebration is very important. I try to catch everybody's monetization celebrations. Among other things, feel free to reach out. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. It's always Superchat everywhere. Scratchmaster, good to see you in the house. Marketplace Boutique, I'm just getting you back onto the wheel. I cleared the wheel a little while ago. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Lori's Tech Time is a longtime dear friend of Tuber Chat. She's been with us for what I believe is over 3 years now. It could be closer to 3.5, actually. She's got a couple of channels now, but Lori's Tech Time started with gadget reviews, some of them from a service called Gadget Discovery Club. And this creator brings us reviews of these electronic devices, and some of them have done really well. You can see that these have gotten now into thousands of views. So I'm going to grab her latest video, a Video Leap tutorial. This is a program I know a few people use. Here, let's do some silliness that has nothing to do with anything in the chat. Thank you, Ten the Sheep Warrior. I don't pass them by for continuing that membership again. And I try to be Embarkation Nation. I try to catch special events if I can. Every lyrics vlog. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. You know, I'm on YouTube as much as I can be, especially in the winter months. I find myself on most of the time because most of you know I work on a computer as well. So half of my full-time job is already on a computer. And then in the winter months, I'm able to be on all the time. So I'm around more than ever before. But Lori's Tech Time is playing Candy Crush over there. And when that game came out, I'm always fascinated with games. I happen to be a developer as well, but that's a side project. But Candy Crush is something I was completely enthralled with. And I could not believe, I always say the words I bet, I never actually bet, but I say all the time, and I almost lost a real bet. I was about to bet a friend of mine that one of our other friends was not playing Candy Crush. I said, there's no way in the world that this guy plays Candy Crush. We walked into a nightclub, he was a DJ, and he was playing it in the DJ booth at the time. I couldn't believe it. So let me just set up a poll here of complete nonsense. And we'll see, do you play, or a better idea is, have you played Candy Crush Saga? You can count the other ones if you want to. Yes, no, and what on earth? We'll see how many people in the chat have ever played Candy Crush. I always cheat. I get to like level 300 or something, and I just erase it all and start over because I'm way too impatient. But I do love those match 3 games. I don't make a lot of time to play, but you know, when you're doing something and you got a couple of moments, you find yourself, almost everybody, 99%. I think I only know one human being that doesn't have a game on their cell phone. Lori's Tech Time has 1,800 subscribers as well. Now, this creator goes beyond bringing us video gameplay and tech and gadget reviews. She also gives us tutorials. She gave us a tutorial a while back on how to change your thumbnail on shorts videos. YouTube keeps changing that system, but it's great to know that we've got a creator that's staying on top of that kind of thing that can help us. Lori's Tech Time is very active on the other networks as well, like TikTok and Instagram Reels. And I see these posts from her all the time, talking about how to use these filters, which are really, really cool and very popular as well. As you can see, some of these have gotten into almost 10,000 views, one over 19,000 for a shorts video also. And then lots of live streams. She mixes up the video gameplay so that she can play with her audience as well, which is great to see. And then if I look at Lori's vlogs and shorts, I'm going to see a second channel from this creator where she brings us, oh, vlogs and shorts. Why is channel not coming up very quickly? Did you discontinue the channel and I don't know? Lori? And pardon me for not being certain. Lori's Tech Time. If we look at her channel, do we see it featured here? Lori's Mini Brands and Lori's Battle Cats. Oh, so she might have changed one of the channels here. This is it. Lori's Mini Brands. This was Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. So she's got a few different things here. I'm going to have to get a grip on what she's doing with this channel exactly. But I think it looks like product review ideas more than anything else. And I see she's got an extra channel set up. That Battle Cats video game is something that I think I was introduced to for the first time from Lori's Tech Time. But it looks like she's got a channel dedicated just to Battle Cats. Which is a popular game as well. So let me just, I usually don't subscribe while I'm live streaming, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'll take this 3-minute video, put it in my watch later list, and I'll get to it right after the stream. So forgive my butchering of the description there. But Lori's been a friend of, like I said, probably 3.5 years. An incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Pretty Witty and Risky, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We're going to talk about Scratch and PPA right now. As I'm spinning the wheel. Jessica SMC, good to see you here. And Pretty Witty and Risky. I noticed actually that they left a message on the music channel. You inspired me to do something, as a matter of fact. I've added a few playlists, and maybe I'll look at it for a quick second right after Pete's channel. And then we'll talk about the fact we're going to go over there and raid the music channel afterwards. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream. What I'm talking about is all the music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music, and we have a separate channel for that. We'll go over and raid it after, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like a virtual nightclub with a video game going and things like that. It's a lot of fun over there. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. When we look at... When I get to the music channel, I'll talk about Pretty Witty and Risky because they inspired me to do something interesting over there in combination with something that Scratch and PPA's got going on his channel. Now, first of all, this creator is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And I'll give everybody a hint. I talked about it earlier in the stream. I tried to fight my way through a little bit of a speech there. Scratch and PPA has been an incredibly dear friend for a very long time, since almost the very beginning of TuberChat. If you can believe, he's been here over 650 times, if I'm not mistaken, for hours at a time. He literally supports every single thing I do on every channel that I touch, but I met this creator here in TuberChat online, right? Now, Scratch and PPA, anybody who has met him or had him in their live streams or premieres or commenting on videos or anything like that will say he is one of the most supportive creators that they have met in their YouTube journey, myself included, and I've been on for 6.5 years now. Am I right about that? Was that? Yes, it's getting close to 7 years. And Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Sean Cody, good to have you in the house as well. I caught them for a live stream finally. I don't know if I ever caught them for a stream before. Now, Scratch and PPA, I'll give everybody a hint. I talked about this earlier in the stream. I was really kind of talking about two things at the same time. But you know that you're talking about family and the way that these friendships flourish over a long period of time, because, you know, you smile when your friends have good things happen to you. You literally hurt when they hurt. When you find out something negative or bad has happened to a friend, you know, you get that sinking feeling in your gut. That's absolutely true. And Scratch and PPA has been a dear friend for a long time, but I know how supportive he is to other creators. You know, I just want to be fair. That's why I say he's one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube, but I think everybody gets what I mean when I say that and understands he is probably the most supportive creator in most people's communities. Now, when your friend disappears for more than a couple of days. I hope, for the most part here, those of you who have friendships, you've started to get close to a couple of creators, you go look for them. And I've had that happen to me. I'm very grateful for that. But here's a little bit of a hint. Now, Scratch and PPA dropped a community post. I'll leave it to you to go there and read it and see what that entails. But that can be a hint. So if you notice that one of your friends has not been on YouTube for a few days, check out their community tab for a second, see if they've said anything. Because I've seen a few creators do this. Pardon me. Her Royal Calico Pantherness sends treats. Yes, thank you. Tend the sheep where I don't pass them by. Thank you for that super chat. They've done that many times before. She always sends over donations for treats for our cats. Trouble Von, Cuddlepuss, and Spiky Bruiser that most of you have seen on Tuber Chat at some point. They've both made cameo appearances here. So forgive me, I know I'm getting into long speeches today again. Now, Scratch and PPA, when you read that community post, you'll get what I'm talking about. You'll understand why I say so much more. Even today, I'm so grateful that this creator is back in the chat with us. Scratch and PPA is, it's absolutely true that Tuber Chat could not be what it is without Scratch and PPA. I don't know where we'd be or what we'd be doing, but we certainly wouldn't be able to be getting through to as many channels as we regularly do if it wasn't for his help. So, and we've got a lot of moderators that do a lot of incredible helping. They are some of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. Most of you know we don't have a lot of moderators here, and I'm grateful for that. But when we look at Scratch and PPA's channel, we'll talk about his content now. You can see he's got a presentation at the forefront of his mind. Bright, beautiful avatars matched by content in his thumbnails, as well as a hint about giveaways that happen throughout his video series. His banners updated every single week, and his video editing skills have been complemented ever since his very first video production over 3.5 years ago. Little Red and Bunny Tracks, good to see you in the house. That's TWTTV with a second channel. Scratch and PPA is officially on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so he's literally going to have that anytime now. He puts out premieres every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. If you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. And it makes it very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. So I hope you'll catch that, like I said, Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. What you're going to find there is the Scratch Challenge series of videos. He's been at this for over 3 years now, but Scratch and PPA contemplated what he was going to do before he did it. And you'll notice consistency right from the beginning. And this creator pits two lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Now I've got the notification on for his premiere that's coming up on Tuesday. And like I said, he puts these out every single week without fail. Now he expanded the content on his channel just a few months ago. He took a trip to Italy. He brought us a lot of vlogging style shorts videos that took us around the different areas that he visited, as well as brought us some Italian lottery tickets that we otherwise might not have seen. And he brought us his very first live stream. So I'm hoping we see more from this creator. I know everybody will be excited to have known that he has expanded the content on the channel. But I want to show you one more thing here. When we look at Scratch and PPA's front page, we're going to see that he's got a playlist here, the Scratch Challenge and more from 2024, and it's 1 hour 52 minutes. He's put that time in there so that when he's swapping playlists with other creators, which all of our moderators do, and there's almost everybody in the Tuber Chat family will swap playlists with each other, you get an idea of how long the playlist is before you get into it. When you dig into his playlists tab, you'll see that he's done these every year. So he's got a 2023 Scratch Challenge playlist at 8.5 hours, 2022, 2021, and then he's got specific playlists at 5 hours, 10 hours, and 20 hours. Now I'm just going to show you our music channel because I took inspiration from what Scratch and PPA had done in a roundabout sort of way for playlists here. And you'll see that I've made a 96-hour playlist, 72, 48, 24-hour playlist, as well as the original playlist of all of the music, each individual song. There's 60 of them now, and this works out to about 3 hours. Most creators, when swapping playlists, are going to be looking for a fair trade of sorts. We've seen creators get into a situation where they agree to swap playlists. They're a fairly new channel, and they connect with a gaming creator that's got live streams where the playlist can go on for days. So you just want to be cautious of that. If you type in Google search for YouTube playlist length, you'll easily come up with sites where you can just paste in a YouTube playlist and it'll tell you how long the playlist is. So, Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By, dropped a super chat earlier. Thank you for that. She's done that countless times. This is Penny. I actually caught her for a live stream again the other day. It had been a long, long time. This creator's been on for about 3.5 years. She reset and restarted her channel recently, but we actually had a conversation once of about 4 hours on YouTube with our dear friend Mr. Naz, who was responsible for naming the Wheel of Doom. And then, yeah, Pretty Witty and Risky. So forgive me, I meant to mention what Pretty Witty and Risky inspired me to do is you'll notice in our Watch Hours playlist on the music channel, I added a line into the descriptions. And for anybody that didn't already know, playlists can have descriptions. So my recommendation is always to fill those out as fully as you can, because we never know what might help bring in a couple of extra views from the algorithm, right? So that's an idea, but I put an extra line in there that just simply said, if you leave a comment on any video, we'll return the favor. So Pretty Witty and Risky, I will expect to run basically everything you've got. What I recommend to creators as well when we're making playlists for swapping is have one playlist of every video you've ever produced, and then possibly you might want to do one of every video and one of every live stream. Shorts don't count, so I wouldn't bother with those in the case that I'm talking about, although lots of creators make playlists for their shorts videos. Coastal Water, I've got you on the wheel. Globies Travel, I'm just putting you back on there. I cleared the wheel off a little while ago. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've still got another hour and a half to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And Butler Family Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me, I missed your live stream tonight. I literally had a dentist appointment right before Tuber Chat. That's why I made it so late. I was going to do it a little bit earlier, but I don't want to delay the dentist. They had to push my appointment like a month already because they're so busy. I try to go at least 3 times a year instead of twice to the dentist. I try never to miss. But Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By. Forgive me for butchering my explanation of your channel here. This creator actually brings a bit of variety into their videos here, almost like homesteading content, you might say, grocery hauls, and Penny gives us a chance to get to know her when we catch her for a live stream. She's got some shorts on the channel, and this is where she wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. And you'll get an idea as soon as you get there. She's got into 26 and 2,700 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By. This is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been with us almost from the beginning of Tuber Chat, so about 3.5 years, working on 900 subscribers now. So thank you one more time for that super chat. Let's spin the wheel. Jerry was in the shop again today. Yeah, Hannah Rebecca, I always change the days and times of the streams, basically, so I don't recommend that for most channels. Consistency is a better idea. Scratch and PPA is a perfect example of that. Butler Family Farm does their stream every Monday. Rambling with the Brooms is on Thursdays and Fridays. People get to expect it, and it becomes a weekly something that people look forward to, and they start showing up to. So with Tuber Chat, if you can imagine, a long time ago, I decided to experiment with moving the days and times around, figuring it would probably work. And for this channel, it's okay. For most creators, consistency is always going to be the right thing, and I do that on every other channel that I run. But with Superchat, we move it around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So you see tonight we had a couple of people from Australia. They can't always be here depending on the times. Some of our friends in the UK, it's very late for them today. So when we do earlier live streams later in the week, we'll likely see them. So I try to really mix things up. And that's so that we have a different mix of channels. We'll always have brand new channels every single day in Superchat, and then we have lots of friends who've been with us from the beginning and everywhere in between. Pardon me, I can hear myself screaming at the microphone. I've got a new setup here, and the acoustics in the room I'm in sounds too quiet. I gotta fix that. So Lisa J. Stocks is somebody who's been posting like crazy. As a matter of fact, I find it virtually impossible to keep up with her channel. First of all, she's got a brand new video, passive income, talking about dividends here. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with our finances. So not just the ideas of the technical aspects of investing, which she does help us with, but also the idea of finding the money that we need to save and therefore invest. So Lisa J. Stocks does a lot of live streaming. So this is what I'm talking about. I caught a couple of these, and then she's done a couple more. She's been on the last 2 days, actually. And these creators are very forthcoming about their own portfolios, the different stocks or funds that they invest in. They talk about dollar cost averaging. They talk about dividends, like you saw in the latest video. And I'm very grateful that we have some of these financial channels, especially when monetization is on 99% of our minds. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we can maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come through that monetization? That's what they're going to help us with. So she's got a few shorts here, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 views on these, and an upcoming live stream for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, early in the morning. So hopefully I'll catch you for that. I've got the notification bell on, and I've set the notification for the stream. We always do that so that we have the best chance of catching as much content from each other as we can. Lisa J. Stocks, of course, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and working on 2,700 subscribers. And then, yes, Coastal Water, thank you for that. Oh, they inspired the command that I used to try to look for the robots. Stream Elements wasn't working today. It hasn't been working on one of the other channels that I run. It was off for a few days, and then we did some technical support and got it working again. Nancy B. the Scratcher, good to see you here. But we got to keep on top of these things. So that's something I've had to do manually. And right before we look at JB Marie Crafts channel, I'm just going to hop into another robot here because I noticed Botrix. Oh, there it is. Botrix showed up a little bit late, but that's okay. As long as they're here. I couldn't get the Stream Elements to work today. It's my favorite one. At least for timers, those messages that come through the stream that remind you to either thumbs up or, you know, put the notification bell on, that kind of thing. Those are called timers in all the robots or chatbots, so that they show up every 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever you set it to. Stream Elements, in my opinion, does the best job because they don't crash into each other. Sometimes you go into a channel like for a premiere or a live stream, and you'll find that Nightbot is giving you like 7 messages in a row, and I'm not exaggerating. Stream Elements will not do that. Depending on how you set it up, but even in the most basic form, as long as you've got less than 10 things to say, they will not crash into each other, and I love it for that reason. Budgeting Just Because, good to see you in the house. That's another creator that's going to help us with our finances. Coastal Water inspired me to use that roll call command to type into the robot. You have to do that manually. You have to set that up. One of these days I'll do a tutorial to show everybody how to use commands with the chatbots, and hopefully those will come up very soon now. But that could be something that's very helpful, because when you're monetized and you have memberships or super chats available, you might be making promises about either dropping links or having things happen in the chat. And if a robot doesn't want to work, then you got to have another one to pick up the slack, basically, is the idea. TCG fam, good to see you in the house. So that's why I use 4 of them. It's a little bit overkill, but I also want to know how they all work. I'm always interested to see all the different aspects of these things. Backyard Truckers, just ask them where everybody is from. So feel free to say so in the chat. I happen to be in between Niagara Falls and Toronto in Ontario, Canada. I split my time between those 2 cities. I'll close out our poll now and see how many people have played Candy Crush. I'm surprised that it's not more. So 3% of the people in the chat say, what on earth is Candy Crush? Just a game on the phone. It's one of the most popular games ever, but it came out like probably well over 10 years ago now. Maybe even 15 years ago. So 2/3 of our family has played Candy Crush, and a third has not. I'm a little bit surprised because the game's so popular. But even I play that game. Even I go back to it. My next project in life is going to be to put more games on the App Store, and when they do, they'll be similar to Candy Crush. Almost a complete ripoff, as a matter of fact. But I'll let everybody know when that comes to fruition. Jamie Marie Crafts is a fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family. They've passed their 100 subscribers. They're well on the way towards 200 already, but it's a channel I'm still getting to know. So I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. This is really cool. I have never seen that before. They've got a crochet trophy, which I think is really, really cool. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. And then I'm going to look at the shorts here. They've just done one for now, but it's already got over 100 views, which is great. And then live streams are something they've already been doing frequently, at least once a week. So I've got the notification bell on. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these soon. And I look forward to getting to know more about crochet crafts and all the random fun that's going to happen on Jamie Marie Crafts' channel. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by is dropping another super chat for Jessica SMC. So I'm going to put that channel on the screen right away. We absolutely honor those. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And this is the first time we're looking at this channel. So I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your live stream replays here, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So thank you for that. Again, tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. And it's great that we get a chance to look at Jessica SMC's channel. We'll look at AceFlaw1 next. He's been a friend of about 4 years, since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought. The creator behind this channel is Andy, and he brings us travel videos more than anything else. Thank you so much. She stole my thunder. I've still got your channel on the wheel, so we will be looking at it when it comes up. But I noticed that you grabbed that gold membership, so thank you again for that. Hopefully you've seen your link today, but Nightbot should be dropping it. Should have come up every half hour or so. Pardon me. AceFlaw1 posts occasionally, but this creator brought us a video not too long ago when they also took a trip to Italy. He's now past 4,700 subscribers. He's been doing this for many, many years. But Andy is a creator who still, after all this time, after 600 episodes of Tuber Chat, is still coming around almost every day lately, and for many months now, to support everybody. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time whenever we stream. So I do appreciate every moment. Tristan Natural, let's get you onto the wheel. Yeah, Italy would be a wonderful place to visit. That's for sure. But luckily, Scratch and PPA and AceFlaw1 have brought us a couple of videos. And then shorts on this channel as well. Andy has brought us into 1,500 views and beyond on one of these, pure variety. And hopefully we'll push him towards the 4,800 subscribers he's going to be thinking about now. Let's spin the wheel. We're moving a little bit faster now. Pardon me while I try to calm the voice down a little bit. I'm in a new location today, and the room that I'm in, it's not a large room, no bigger than an average bedroom or anything like that. It's an office, but it's, my God, do I hear myself screaming at the camera. For those of you who haven't live streamed yet, you'll probably find yourself speaking louder when you live stream than you usually do. So we have to be conscious of that, especially when we're outdoors and other people could be doing things. Lots of times we'll do live streams in restaurants or public places. Have to be conscious of the idea that we're ruining other people's meals. I've been guilty of that. Now I try to make sure I think about that before doing that kind of thing. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Butler Family Farm, I can see I'm quite behind with your channel. Let me just grab your latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's Susan there. Jerry's also with her. We'll find them together, especially when we get into the live streams on the channel. I see you got some familiar faces there. Oh, I didn't realize you're on Garden State Gardeners. There's Jerry right there. Often Jerry and Susan will be giving us a chance to get to know them. They go live every Monday. And this is most often what we see, but sometimes they're doing StreamYard panels as well. And these creators go to great lengths to introduce us to other creators by heading out to in real life meetups as well, where they've live streamed many times before. They give us a great look into their 116-acre farming property where they bring us homesteading type content. They teach us the ins and outs of everything they have to go through to look after their livestock and their 116 acres. They've got shorts on the channel that have done really well. You got a few new ones that have moved, getting into 10,000 and beyond, one over 25,000. And then, like I said, live streams on the channel are frequent every Monday as a minimum. And they will bring us videos of all different types. A lot of outdoor content, but they also bring us indoors. Jerry might be working in the shop there. And then they give us a list of everything we can expect on the channel. We've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as cats and dogs. They've got bees that will be showing up anytime now. It's March, so it could be any time. And they had those last year. And Butler Family Farm is working on 3,500 subscribers. So you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. Living Large with El Cruz asking how long we'll be on. I'm expecting to be here for just over another hour. Should be midnight Eastern, and then we'll go over and raid into the music channel where the virtual 24-hour live stream is already running. And that's got a virtual nightclub going. There's a video game everybody can participate in with the chat. Our dear friend Jaden is hanging out over there. And it can be a lot of fun. People come in and out all the time. Pardon me just for a quick second. We'll talk about the bud files. Okay, pardon me for that. The Bud Files is another family of creators, and they are literally everywhere all the time. Every day that I can be on YouTube, that I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them supporting other creators. And they are monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They started the channel intending to become modern day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They do that through shorts and live streams as well. Sometimes they're indoors, sometimes they're outdoors. And over the last year, they've really expanded the content on the channel. They give us a chance to get to know the family. They bring us into their home for lots of fun activities, and they take us out for adventures as well. I've got the latest video on my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 5,000 views and beyond. You see lots of variety here, and then even 15,000 on one of these, which is great to see. So I'm moving a little bit faster through channels. You can see that now. We still got over an hour to go. It's lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. We'll get to as many as we can, of course. We don't always get to every single channel. But then as well, I've got a section on the wheel called Add a Name. And it's very random. We never know when that's going to come up. But what that will allow me to do is, before I otherwise would have, I can add a name from the chat earlier than I otherwise might have, if that makes sense. And then when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel in total, I'll start adding names from the chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation with other creators. I've got a robot in the background that helps keep track of that. What, did I just miss something, Butler Family Farm? Oh, the new logo. I should have said something. No, forgive me. I did notice it, but I didn't happen to mention it. I noticed it earlier when I saw you in the chat. I will try to remember to have a better look at it the next time the channel's up. And forgive me, I'm trying to get the rust out now. I was off for 2 weeks. For those of you who didn't hear me say it earlier in the stream today, I was fine. I didn't feel sick at all, but apparently I had pneumonia. So some of you remember the last live stream that I did 2 weeks ago. I started to lose my voice at the end of the stream, and it was completely gone the next day. I thought it was laryngitis, but I eventually went to the doctor, and then, no, you have pneumonia. I had like stuff in my lungs and everything else. I had to go for x-rays and all this, but I never actually felt sick. So I've still been able to be around. I've still been able to work. I just couldn't stream. I had no voice until this weekend. So anyway, but thank you everybody for the well wishes, but I assure you I was fine. That's the second time that kind of thing has happened in the last year. So something I gotta watch, but it really was just the voice, not anything else. Didn't knock me on my butt or anything like that. It's Me Alec is a very enthusiastic creator as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest Roku unboxing videos. I did a review of a Roku TV. That video did extremely well. But if you can imagine, I did the video. I did one more video where I think I set up one of the video game systems or 2 of them. And in the middle of one of the videos, I dropped the TV on the floor. Because I have it on a special table I use for unboxing videos, and it fell and smashed, and it's gone now. So I replaced it with another cheaper non-Roku TV. But I haven't enjoyed something like that in the longest time. But I'll tell you right now, I love Roku TV. So I'll be interested to see what It's Me Alec did there. This creator brings pure variety. They've got some shorts here that are starting to move. They've got some live streams as well. They're on frequently. And It's Me Alec is active on the other social networks as well. You can see they've got quite a few different projects going on there. Let me spin the wheel. Oh, I see. You're using a, if I understand what you're saying without putting, being able to put enough thought into it, it looks like you're using a hashtag, so everybody can basically go on each other's videos, and if you click on that hashtag in somebody's description, you'll be able to get to other videos that are part of that collaboration, if that makes sense. So that's really cool. Our dear friend Gail Southern Living, who was in the chat for a minute, I don't know if she's still here, Gail Southern Living does lots of collaborations, and that can be a great help for that. Yeah, Anna Rebecca, it was unfortunate. In the middle of a video, now I got to try to finish the video with a different TV, but they look the same. I just got a cheaper one the second time around, of course. What a waste. But these things happen. Globey's Travels is a channel that I'm somewhat still getting to know. I'm starting to get to know them. They're, of course, bringing us travel videos more than anything else, a little bit of variety. and they give us a bit of a description about what to expect on the channel when we get there. But we can see that they're bringing lots of different videos, particularly around Memphis, Tennessee. I thought they had something around Atlanta, but I might be mistaken about that. Shorts videos on this channel have gotten into 3,000 views, almost 4,000, one at almost 7,000, which is great to see. These look like pure variety with a little bit of travel mixed in, and a lot of outdoor content here, including cruise video. We've got quite a vibrant cruising and travel community in the Superchat family, especially lately. Globee's Travel's getting towards 200 subscribers, but I think they've been here through almost, they've been here almost every day for the last long while, I think ever since finding Superchat. Now, like I said, I know not everybody can be here every single day. I appreciate every moment everybody can be here, but sometimes I like to recognize that as well. And so I also try to share as much as I can. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody else. And I try to share those stories with everybody as well. A lot of our homesteading friends do that. It's not that it's mistakes, but a lot of our gardening and homesteading friends will share stories about things that have not worked out so that we can avoid those mistakes ourselves. Right? And I try to do the same thing. So if I have experiences that I can share, then I will mention that kind of thing so that you can hopefully avoid that. But, you know, picking a television up and putting it on the floor, putting it on the table, putting it back on the floor, putting it back on the table, you're asking for trouble. You know what I mean? So this is why I ended up with that trouble. But I've broken as many different things as anybody else has. I try to be careful. I find that the biggest mistakes, or the most common mistakes, come from rushing. Every time I'm trying to do two things at once or do things too fast, that's when I make mistakes that are detrimental. So Coastal Water is here. This is the creator that inspired our roll call command, which I use to check up on the robots, see if they're showing up for work. Coastal Water is here with over 1,600 subscribers now, and this creator has an interesting story. They bring us a few different series. So they've got Cooking with Coastal, which is a series where she brings us her share of the responsibilities in the kitchen. But an interesting fact is that her husband is also a longtime member here in the Tuberchat family, known as Backlash Fisherman. We'll look at his channel in a moment. Now, the biggest complaint that I've gotten in YouTube over the last 6.5 years is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it easily? So I think it makes it that much more special when we do find in real life friends and family members, or in this case, a husband and a wife with separate channels that support each other wholeheartedly. You'll see them on each other's channels all the time. Occasionally, Coastal Water will do an unboxing video. She brings us on family adventures as well. And this creator takes us for ride-along live streams called Car Confessions, where she goes about her day and gives us a chance to get to know her. And then if we dig through the rollovers far enough, we'll actually see Backlash Fisherman in there as well. And then she's got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 2,000, 3,000 views, one over 10,000, which is great to see. I'm glad to see so many creators getting great success with these shorts now. You know, it goes without saying, but the more we post different types of things, you're building. It's not that we're trying to make a video that everybody will like. That's difficult to do. It's what we're doing every time we make a video. But if you think about it from the standpoint or the perspective that we're trying to build a catalog of videos, knowing that some people will like some of them, hopefully most people like most of them, but you know what I mean. In every channel that I touch or run, about 10% of the videos carry the whole channel. When it is your turn, after you've been putting out quality content every single week as a minimum, it will eventually be your turn. We can call it luck or anything else. Some of your videos are going to start to fly. They will carry the channel, and it's almost always a surprise. Every time we think that we have videos that are going to do well, we are pleasantly surprised to find out that it's other videos that are the ones that do so great. but it happens every time. Backlash Fisherman is here, working on 1,600 subscribers. This creator is fishing first on his channel with his videos. He'll take us fishing in every way that you can, frequently. He's also got some shorts on the channel, and you can see some of the things he's caught here. But even his shorts have gotten into 3,800, 6,200 views and beyond. And then live streams. Holy smokes, look at this one here. And then as well, he'll take us for ride-along live streams. He also shares responsibility with his wife in the kitchen and brings us cooking with Backlash. So that's always fun to watch as well. And he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Embarkation Nation, forgive me, I didn't put you back on the wheel yet. I cleared the wheel off a long while ago. Ree's Blissful Connections is coming up right now. That's a professional educator and homeschooler. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. And if you have the ability to share on a community tab or any social network, I'll appreciate that as well. Cabaret Gaming is here, another long time friend. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. We're going to go for 3.5 minutes. We're going to come back with Ree's Blissful Connections, and we still got an hour to go. All right, we're back, and yeah, it's a little bit shocking, to be honest with you, because we've been off for 2 weeks, but thank you, everybody. We're over 100 thumbs up, so thank you for those. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, every single one helps, so I'll appreciate it greatly. We don't hit 100 every single day, but it is an exciting milestone to hit when we do get it. So thank you for that. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. He's another friend from the beginning of Tuber Chat. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to have you in the house. He's here from the UK, so yeah, it's very, very late for him. Pardon me, and that's interesting for me to know. For our friends in the UK, I'm not sure if Rock Chick Beauty's still with us or not, but during our daylight savings time, and forgive me because I can't remember which is which, whether daylight savings time is in the winter or in the summer. But one of them, there's Eastern Standard Time, I believe, and then there's Eastern Daylight Time, which is where I am in the Eastern Time Zone. So now our friends in the UK might be 4 hours ahead of us instead of 5, if I understand that right. Now, I could be mistaken. Anybody can feel free to correct me. But it's interesting the things we learn about each other. You know, we all go through a lifetime of schooling and everything else, but even in our adult life, you know, we all probably continue to learn. I certainly do every single day, but since being on YouTube, more than anything else in the last 6 years or 6.5 years, I've learned so much from our friends by their real life stories about the things that happen between all of us around the world. I was not aware that not everybody has to deal with daylight savings time and things like that, where we move the clocks. For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, for instance, in some time zones, particularly in North America, we move our clocks, as much as it might sound ridiculous. In the spring, we move our clocks 1 hour forward, and in the fall, we move them 1 hour behind. The reason why is because, if I understand right, in our hemisphere, what happens is the daylight seems to move. Our days get very, very short. In parts of Canada, the sun doesn't come up until what I believe is getting on 8 a.m., something like that, and is already going down before 5 p.m. in our winter. In the summer, the sun's up at 5 a.m. or whatever it is. It doesn't go down until 9:30, but you can see that our days get compressed. The problem with that is that the time might move into a really obscure area where we've got almost what somebody might consider too much daylight in the daytime, not enough in the afternoon, or vice versa. And this is the reason, if I understand right, why they move the times around. Of course, I'm guessing. I could be completely wrong about all of this. Anybody can feel free to correct me, because I'm speculating completely. Gianna's Gallery of Jewelry and More. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. It's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. If there's a better way for me to pronounce your name, please let me know, but I'll assume it's Gianna's Gallery of Jewelry and More. And then, yes, fall back in the, it's always fall back and spring forward. That's how we remember. Simple little saying there, in case we forget. And what that means is in the spring, which is like right now, last Saturday, we lost an hour of sleep. But in the fall, we get an extra hour of sleep, if we want to put it that way. They specifically changed the time, at least in the Eastern time zone, at 2 a.m. So, forgive, that's enough of my speech. Rihanna's Blissful Connections is up here with a professional educator, homeschooling mom. A lot of variety in shorts videos that we see right away, including a couple new ones. Now, these have gotten into 1,000 views and beyond. One of them at almost 5,000. When we get into videos, we see that they've really changed up the content. They've gotten into a bit more homeschooling and professional education videos again. They did a self-care series over Christmas, and we can see the early videos in the channel from 6 months ago and beyond bring us a lot of homeschooling and professional education as well. This creator is incredibly supportive. I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. I mentioned it really quickly earlier, but if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I got to get you to pardon me just for a very quick second, and then we're going to talk about Mike and Rihanna's adventures. These are fellow Canadians, actually, that come to us from Medicine Hat, Alberta. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, I used to say they come to us from the homesteading community of channels because they're so active in supporting a lot of other creators, but they bring us both indoors and outdoors. It's really a couple's vlogging channel, but Mike recently became a travel agent in 2023, so there's a lot of travel content on the channel as well. They've got a new video here talking about some more winter weather. I've been lucky to escape all of it. I keep saying this, but I only had to shovel snow once this year, and I split my time between Toronto and Niagara, so I kept being on the other side of the area when the snow was coming. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are working on 3,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've got shorts on the channel, and these have gotten into almost 6,000 views, and then one of them over 6,700, which is great to see, with some more Canadian winter weather there. And then they've got live streams that come out every single week on Sunday. Sunday Fun is a long-running series for these creators. I've got my notification on for the one that's coming up this week, and I'll show you a second channel that these creators have as well. Rihanna's Life Adventures is a complimentary channel where we get to know Rihanna a little bit better. She brings more variety that complements the content we already see from Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. They're longtime friends, but Rihanna's Life Adventures is now approaching 100 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. There's some shorts on the channel. These are starting to move into 800 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel are something that happens occasionally as well. So we've got our notification bell on to make sure we catch her for the next one. Bamanola Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. It's interesting, Gianna's Gallery. They're actually talking, I hear that they're talking about abolishing the idea of daylight savings time. I don't know how much of a difference it makes now. It's something that's been there as far as I remember my whole life, so I'm older than most people probably think I am, and it's a very long time. I don't know if it matters to change it now, if it's really going to be that helpful, except for the confusion. But I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see. Trish the Natural brings us natural hair care more than anything else. This creator gets into more beauty and lifestyle videos. Lots of live streaming lately. She started with I Am Betty J Gathers. I'm glad to see creators supporting each other and motivating each other. But Trish the Natural's live regularly now. She's got 1,300 subscribers. You notice the presentation on this channel. Bright, bold headshots make her recognizable. Professional looks to every thumbnail. When we roll over some of these videos, we get an exact idea of what we're going to expect inside the video from the thumbnail, which I think is a great idea and going to pay off in the long term. She's got some shorts on the channel with some variety. These have gotten into 2,100 and 2,200 views. Live streams on the channel, like I said, are frequent. I was lucky enough to catch her a couple of times, but we'll keep a notification bell on so that we have the best chance of catching each other as often as we can, knowing that Trish the Natural is on usually every week or two. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Emotion New Soul is here. That is a longtime dear friend, member, and moderator, who also is a talented singer and songwriter. I've got them on the wheel now. Grow Big TV is Garden State Gardener, who I believe is a member as well, so I've got you on the wheel. If I forget that, if you think of it, then please feel free to give me a nudge. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. But I might, I don't want to forget to put anybody on the wheel that's supposed to be there. Cruising Koozies, good to see you here. It's not going to be too long before I start adding names onto the wheel from the chat. Of course, P&J's Homestead Adventure, Let me get you back onto the wheel as well. I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels here. Corinne's Life literally has a channel that encompasses everything that is Corinne's life. This creator lives in Nova Scotia. They bring us for some ride-alongs, either videos or live streams lately, some dash cam footage, but they also bring us into their life, both indoors and outdoors. They bring us hauls, product reviews. They could be cooking or cleaning. They could be going on vacation, taking us in some travels, or they could be showing us how they produce merchandise as a small business owner. They print everything from hats to mugs to shirts, the mug that I hold in my hand every single day, and vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, just about anything that can be printed. So it's wonderful that we can also use this channel as a resource to learn how merchandise is made, and we can use them to make merchandise for our channels and businesses when we need them. She's got over 1,000 videos now in total, including some of the shorts we're going to look at here, and almost 2,700 subscribers. The shorts have done really well, getting into 17,000, 77,000 on one of these, and she's got one that's still moving. Usually we see shorts get a burst or two of views. It could be hundreds, it could be thousands, it could be anywhere in between, but they usually slow down after that. And she's got one here that's still moving at 22,000, which is great to see. Pardon me. Actually, yes, so Corinne did these mugs, and these are something that I'd given like to all of our moderators and things like that, but you'll see, of course, says Tuber Chat on one side, but subscribe on the other side, because I know that's useful for everybody. And then live streams on Corinne's Life is frequent. She was testing that vertical live system between Jesse Miller Unboxings and more and Corinne's Life. These creators were talking a lot about the vertical live system. So after a little bit of experimentation, I gave it a shot myself once as well, found that the way that your vertical live streams could show up in the Shorts feed is only if you use the YouTube app for now. I have not seen success from anybody trying to use Streamlabs, Prism, or any other system, but hopefully YouTube will unlock that at some point. For now, you can do a live stream in vertical mode, and you have a chance of gaining a few more viewers or subscribers from the Shorts feed. If you pause a short while you're watching it on a phone, you get the opportunity to click a live button, and then you can find lots of live streams in vertical mode if you'd like to see that. And they are in the same format we know and love from TikTok and Instagram Reels, or Instagram itself. King Morgan, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And again, Corinne's Life is here as a member and a moderator, and has been from almost the beginning of Tuber Chat, 3.5 years now, if you can believe that. Rushing Wind Mountain might have been here just about that long as well. I think they've been with us for about 3 years. Rushing Wind Mountain brings an interesting channel from the Pacific Northwest, where they bring us nature and wildlife videos. If you dig through their shorts on the channel, you might find some humorous moments. But mostly what they bring us are pleasing visuals and audio to go along with it. I'm behind, so I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And then we see that they've got, if I dig through the thumbnails, you get an idea of what they're bringing us here. And then when we look at the shorts, some of these have started to really move at 5,000, 6,000, one of them well over 9,000 views. And then live streams on the channel are occasional, but it looks like they just did one yesterday. Hopefully I'll catch them for another one. It looks like those are vertical live streams as well. So yeah, anytime we see change on a YouTube, or pardon me, on an online platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all the different networks, Twitter and everything else, every time there's change, there's going to be an uproar, right? Same thing with YouTube and vertical lives. So for a lot of us who are used to the way things have been for a long time, it's going to be weird. And we might say, you know, I don't like this. But YouTube will always put a lot of research into something before they do it. They make, you know, a lot of the code is broken. Things don't work the way they're supposed to. I could go on about that stuff forever. But usually when they make a change and it gets to us, then it's probably permanent or close to it. My expectation is that they're going to keep the vertical lives around, but they will just adjust it so that we can use other apps. And I wonder if they may eventually separate it off, although it might not make as much sense as some of the other things, the way they did with videos and shorts. Videos and shorts used to be grouped together, both on your front page and in the YouTube studio. They've separated those into different areas. I wonder if vertical lives might end up doing the same thing, because they somewhat appeal to different audiences. Not entirely, but you know what I mean. Wheaton Shaw, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Now, I certainly don't want to make it sound like I think I know everything or anything else. I learn from creators with channels of all different sizes every single day. I've been corrected many times here in Superchat as well as other places, and I strive to learn. I strive to improve, just like everybody does. But I'm grateful that we have this community now where we can share information and perspective, so that when we have experience, we can discuss all these different ideas with each other and then give each other tips and tricks that might make some of the changes a little more easy to deal with, if that makes sense. So, like for instance, Jesse Miller Unboxings and more brought the idea of the vertical lives showing up in the shorts feed to me and inspired me to do my first vertical live to see if it was going to work. This is how I discovered it's not going to work if you're not going to use the YouTube app. But like most other things, we see changes over a long period of time. And I promise you, YouTube looks very different in all aspects today than it did 6 years ago when I started, and certainly another 10 years before that when YouTube originally started, or whatever amount of time that was. Pretty Witty and Risky is here, and they are bringing us some more exciting lottery and gaming activity here. Pretty Witty and Risky inspired me to make an addition to our music channel. We're going to go and look at that in another 40 minutes or so. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music. We have a separate channel set up for that, and all of that music is available as copyright-free, and it's published on all major music platforms like Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, and Google Music, and YouTube Music, and everything else. We have a virtual nightclub going on over there. We'll go and look at that after Superchat. Shorts on Pretty Witty and Risky with some lottery ticket scratching have gotten into 2,600 and 3,400 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel are frequent as well. I caught them a few weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. I've got the notification bell on like I do for all creators. That'll give me the best chance of catching more content from you, especially these live streams. Grow Big TV, thank you for another super chat. They've done that countless times. We always put super chatters on the screen right away when that happens, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. Grow Big TV is a second channel from this creator, Joe, and his friend Corky. Garden State Gardener is where we know Joe from. He's always been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. They're monetized on this channel. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They give you an example of what to expect on the channel. They've already gotten involved in some live streams here. It's a collaboration between these two creators, of course. Just going to grab their latest Happy Mail video, put that in my catch-up list so I can somewhat stay caught up. They're posting frequently. They've got some shorts here. One of these has already got 1,300 views, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent. They've got one coming up tomorrow, so hopefully I'll catch you for that. I wonder if I've seen this creator with you before, Food Forest Permaculture, or not. But I'll be interested to catch that if I can. Garden State Gardener is where we best know Joe from. This creator now is over 16K, so you can imagine this creator's been at this a while. He has done probably more shout-out videos for other creators than anybody I've seen on the entirety of YouTube in my 6.5 years. This creator's monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Gardening over 30 years. He shares lots of conversation, tips, tricks, and even seeds with other creators. Lots of giveaways in his Sunday Fun Day series. He just had Jerry on from Butler Family Farm, which we saw earlier. There's Gail Southern Living there as well. Lots of familiar faces. I've been lucky enough to be on that channel, both with the Stock Explorer and with Rebel Canners a couple of times. He's got shorts on the channel as well. He has a lot of fun with these, getting into 2,700 and 3,800 views and beyond, and posts frequently. I'm just going to grab his latest Sunday Fun Day registration video. He always puts these out a couple of days early. You have to register to be a part of the giveaway, but it is not unreasonable to see 70 people or more watching at a time. You can see he uses the same wheel we use here from wheelofnames.com, but look at how many names he's got on there. Actually, there's the live stream. He had Thorhaven Farm on early, and then I joined him with Rebel Canners afterwards. That was just a few months ago. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And then Grow Big TV's got a very important live stream either on the channel or coming up, so hopefully everybody will check that out as well. Embarkation Nation is coming up today. Yeah, actually, Backyard Trucker, it's been a overwhelmingly busy day today. I didn't expect that after being off for 2 weeks, but thank you everybody for coming in tonight. We're expecting to be on again on Wednesday and again on Friday. I've changed up the times a little bit. Embarkation Nation is here with almost 1,300 subscribers and monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Embarkation Nation says, live each day like it's Embarkation Day. They're referring to the idea of beginning your voyage. I'm going to grab the latest deck party video. These are so cool. I worked on a cruise ship one summer a long time ago, but I was a DJ and worked in the nightclub, so I never got to see a deck party because I would always be working when those were happening. But this is really cool. We've got a few creators that have brought these to us. I'm going to be looking forward to the Carnival Jubilee videos that you've got here. And then shorts videos on Embarkation Nation have gotten into 10,000 views and 11,000 views and beyond. And then as well, we see that they've got some live streams, including one coming up on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll catch you for that. I've got the notification on, even though I've got the notification bell on. We see that they're doing these once in a while. They are monetized, like I said, and we'd love to push them towards the 1,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. Yeah, a cruise does sound nice. I'm not sure if Rambling with the Brooms came back in or not, but between Rambling with the Brooms and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, they've got a special cruise coming up in the summer of 25 in August, where they're going to go from Seattle to Alaska for a week, and they're trying to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters, so that's going to be something to see as well. But we've got a vibrant travel and cruising community in the Tuber Chat family now. Pier Runners, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now that we're down to 5 names on the wheel, I'm going to start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. I've got a chat bot that's in the background keeping track of that. Butler Family Farm, are you and Susan going on the Alaska 25? I don't want to give anybody the impression that I think I might make it. I absolutely would love to. I've got just as many excuses as anybody else has not to go. But if there's a chance, then I will try. I really don't say too much about it because it doesn't look like something I can do right now. But as we get closer to the time, if I find that I'm going, I'll tell everybody right away. But I would love to be a part of that for sure. So, Scratchmaster is up on the screen right now. 508 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 600 they're thinking about. And the lottery ticket scratching community is much larger than I would have ever expected it to be after these creators started to come into the Tuber Chat family about 3.5 years ago. I started to realize how big and vibrant this community is. Lots of excitement and lots of generous creators behind these channels. So Scratchmaster's been with us a little while now. They're here just about every single stream. I'm looking forward to more videos from them. For today, what I'm going to do is take another video. I'm going to take this 8-minute scratch tickets video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that just will give me another piece of content to watch. And then I'll be looking forward to more from this channel. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, please just say so. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will, and if you can share, I'll appreciate that also. Emotion New Soul is coming up next. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Emotion New Soul. So this is a longtime member and moderator, but also a talented singer and songwriter with an official artist channel. What they bring to us is their original works, usually in the form of music videos. But they also bring us compilations and sometimes tiny desk concerts that can be live as well. They round out the channel with some shorts as well as some reaction videos, and they've gotten into 1,400 and 1,600 on these shorts. Emotion New Soul is now over 4,000 subscribers, so you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from. Learn from them as well as entertain and inspired by. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, when we look at writing with Emotion New Soul, we see that this creator also gives us a second channel where we get to see a look at the how the music is made as well as a look at the man behind the music. He rounds out this channel with a few shorts and reaction videos in between compilations as well. And the shorts on this channel have started to move into 900 views and beyond. Now, hopefully everybody will connect with Writing with Emotion New Soul and his original channel. Like I said, he's here as a member and a moderator, has been for about 3.5 years. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat. The next channel that we're going to look at is Hannah Rebecca, and I've also got M&T Living and Cooking on the wheel. I added these channels during the break. Hannah Rebecca is somebody I'm still getting to know, but they give us an idea of what to expect on their About page, vlogs and other exciting videos. I'm just going to grab their latest weekly vlog. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in TuberChat is that over the a long period of time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by hanging out in live streams and premieres and watching videos, I get to know the content. If you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. And I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Grow Big TV. When we look at the last channel, Emotion, which is now called Emotion New Soul, that creator I've always described as somebody who, even if you've never heard his music before, as soon as you hear him, you feel like you've heard him many times before. And I believe that that's not just from his soulful voice, but from his singing and songwriting skills as well. Now, Hannah Rebecca, this is something I haven't tried yet. So I see you're looking at a couple different products in this review here, but those Prime drinks, Kristen's tried it. My girlfriend Kristen Welton, that most of you know, has tried them. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm curious about those things. I got to get off these Monsters. I keep drinking Monster for breakfast, and it's such a bad idea. I'm just curious what you think about those. I didn't see that video. And then shorts on the channel. One of them's at 34,000 views. My dear goodness. At a music festival, it looks like, or at least a concert. Now, hopefully everybody will connect with Hannah Rebecca. I think I must have put that video, I must have run it. I'm sure everybody understands I run more videos than I'm able to sit and watch. But what I usually do when I add these videos into my catch-up list, like I did with this one here, what I do is I order all of the videos in that playlist. It just takes a minute, but you could drag them up and down, at least on a computer. I think you could do it on a phone just about as easily. But what I do is I put them from the shortest video to the longest. And the reason why is because when I have a half an hour to watch videos, I sit and I watch as many as I can. So I get through 12 or 15, sometimes even 20 videos in an hour. And then the longer ones are left just to run, as anybody would expect, like live stream replays and things like that. Marketplace Boutique is coming up. We'll see how what they've got going on right now. I'm just curious how the internet has been today, if anybody's found that it's choppy or buffering or anything like that. I've seen a couple of quirks on my screen, but I'm in a different location now, and I should have the best internet that I've had. It should always work. There should be no problems with the internet, but I'm just curious. And then, Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Word up, you know it. Pardon me. Marketplace Boutique is going to talk to us about the ins and outs of e-commerce. They've been doing this since 1998, particularly with platforms like eBay. They're going to show us how to list, how to pack, how to ship. But the magic in this channel is figuring out what kinds of items we can find, where to find them, so that we can profit while still giving somebody a good deal. So they got 654 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 700 they've been thinking about. They've got a different tutorial here, which is great to see. And I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. This is something that I haven't been talking about enough yet. where they're giving us a tutorial on how to add a featured channel section to the front page. YouTube gives us lots of opportunity to dress up our front page however we'd like, but they're talking about these featured channels that they've got here at the bottom of the screen. So Jody Genealogy, I'm not sure if we know that channel, but Backyard Trucker we know for sure. Yes, we do actually. We know Jody's channel here as well. So Marketplace Boutique was looking for a career change and wanted to spend more time at home. So they started this e-commerce business, and now they share their experience with us, but they got some variety in their shorts videos on the channel as well that have gotten into 4,000, 8,000, and 12,000 views. So hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique. They're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and have been for quite some time here in the Tuber Chat family. I wonder if it's been a year. And forgive me, because I often lose track of how long some of our friendships have gone on, but I hope everybody takes inspiration from the idea that you can expect to literally have friendships with other creators that are going to go on longer than you literally can remember at times. I'm not even exaggerating there. P&J's Homestead Adventure, also here just about every single day. If anybody hasn't, by the way, given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Peer runners, yes, hopefully you're doing okay. Then, and what I have found is that on every channel that I've run, we try to drop a quality piece of content every week. Most of you who know me well enough know that I'm always behind on my personal channel. I seem to look after every other one first. But whenever we miss a week, it takes about a month to get the momentum back, but it comes back. So that's a good, hopefully inspiring, helpful idea. And then, thank you, Hannah Rebecca. So P&J's Homestead Adventure is up here right now. They're here with us just about every day. They've crossed 500 subscribers, which is great to see. They must be excited about the new restrictions, meaning they can get into the partner program with 3,000 hours of watch time. I'm curious how many hours you have if you're watching those today, P&J's Homestead Adventure. They hit 500 today, so it's great that you've already got another 5 to get that locked in. Hopefully we'll get you a few more. And then P&J's Homestead Adventures obviously is going to bring us more homesteading content, indoors and outdoors. I'm never going to forget that this was the first video that I watched from this channel. It's quite a party trick here. I'm always a fan of, if you're going for a get-together or a party or anything like that, to show up with something outstanding, let's just say, right? Something that could be a conversational idea, if that makes sense, but they certainly have one there. P&J's Homestead Adventure also has gotten into shorts that have got 2,200, 2,500 views and beyond, and a lot of variety here, a lot of outdoor content on this channel, and I see them out supporting other creators constantly as well when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams and things like that. And see what I can do about adding another couple of names onto the wheel right now from our chat list. We looked at Pretty Witty and Risky. Is Lawn Lifter still here with us? I'm not sure if they are. Living Large with L Crew. Let me know if you're still in the house. And Jesse Miller. Let me know if you're still here. I'll spin for now. We'll get another channel ready to go. P&J's Homestead's got quite a few playlists over here already set up, which is great to see. M&T Living and Cooking is coming up right now. I'm going to get the link for our virtual 24-hour live stream. The virtual nightclub is already running on our music channel. We'll still keep Tuber Chat going for another 15 minutes. I'll add names manually right now. We'll get through as many as we can in the next 15 minutes. I'll pin that link so everybody can get there, but it's already running, so anybody can go over whenever you'd like, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a virtual nightclub. We got a video game going on over there. The Sunday Dinner Chef. I hope I said hello to you earlier, by the way. M&T Living and Cooking is one of the first 2 channels that we knew of monetized under the newer restrictions of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. I can see I'm behind. I'm just grabbing one of your videos right now to put into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Their shorts on the channel have done really well. I wasn't expecting this. I didn't realize these had grown this far. I knew the 20,000 one, I think that started, I think I noticed that at 10,000, and then it's continued to grow, and then they've got one at 50,000, which is great to see. Cooking salmon. I love salmon, by the way. And then many other delicious looking shorts videos have done really well. This channel will bring us some RC car racing, fishing, cooking, family togetherness, and then live streams as well. So they seem to be streaming almost every week. So hopefully we'll catch them. I've got the notification bell on so that I have the best chance of catching them. There's lawn lifters right there, so I'll put them on the wheel right now. We'll spin, we'll get another channel ready to go. And look at that luck, lawn lifters. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you came up right away. Oh, I accidentally spun. We'll see what happens if it comes back up with lawn lifters again. Yes. Pardon me. Lawn Lifters is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us several times. 221 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab your video. I know it's quite short here. I'll put that in my catch-up list to give me something to watch, but then I see they've got some shorts here that have gotten into 9,000 and almost 10,000 views, which is great with some variety. And then live streams on the channel as well. So I caught them live. Did I catch you for that live stream? Or did I run that? I think I must have run that. And hopefully I'll catch you for one of these live streams as well. Lawn lifters. Yeah, we'll be... Oh, I see. So they give us information about the channel on their About page, so we can learn a little bit about them before we get there. And then, as well, we're going to get Backyard Trucker onto the wheel, product scope. And let's spin quickly. Oh, I meant to put product scope on there. I'll put them on in a second. She Stole My Thunder is a friend from Montreal, Canada. An incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She happens to be a gold member right now, which means that we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot automatically every 30 minutes or so. So product scope is on the wheel. Jeremy D-Day and Cabaret Gaming. Let me get you on there. I'm going to rifle through channels now so we can get as many on in the next 10 minutes as possible. I'll drop the link for the music channel again in a moment. Everybody can come over there. That's going to run all night. We leave it running virtually 24 hours. It resets every 12 hours so we can keep the watch hours over there, but it's a lot of fun. She Stole My Thunder reviews books, art, movies, and more. This creator actually does a lot more than that. Sometimes they're reading, sometimes they're giving us a story that they're telling. I'm just going to take the latest video that they've got, put that in my catch-up list. I can see I'm behind. They've done some horoscopes here as well, which is different. Shorts on the channel have started to get into a couple hundred views, which is great. Hopefully they'll post much more. They've given us a couple of tutorials with a popular program called Canva, which I've used many times as well. I really am a Photoshop guy, but I have used Canva, and I recommend it all the time for creators to make banners, thumbnails, and things like that. She Stole My Thunder is going to show us how in a couple of videos here, and they make a couple of things for other people. And then as well, they'll do some more reviews over here and a little bit more variety in their live stream. So hopefully I'll catch them. I want to see I'm going to put their review of the Barbie movie. Now, I don't expect I'm going to watch it, but I have heard that it's unexpected the way that it somebody like myself might imagine that movie to be compared to what it actually is might be quite different. So we'll see what She Stole My Thunder has to say. I don't make a lot of time to watch movies and things like that right now. I watch a couple different things, but I also get set in my ways. So my girlfriend and I have very different taste when it comes to entertainment. Sometimes we'll watch similar things, like we're both fans of Star Wars and all that stuff. But when it comes to television, she'll watch reality TV and I'll watch sitcoms, for instance. But I like really slow-paced, boring stuff, whether it's movies or TV shows, especially as I've gotten older. So when we find something that we can watch together, then I tend to stick to it and binge the whole series, watching 1 or 2 episodes a weekend. So we've gotten into things like Blacklist, any political dramas, like 24 was great. I know that was action, but we got into, I watched The West Wing, House of Cards, most of it. And then The Blacklist, Billions is like one of my favorite shows ever. But I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. Now, Backyard Trucker is here with 110 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'll grab the longer of the 2 here. I'll put that in my catch-up list to give me another piece of content to watch. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us several times. Shorts videos on this channel have started to get into a couple thousand views, one at almost 3,000, but they've got one breakout shorts over 10,000, which is great to see as well. So what they say is they're just a simple guy putting anything and everything on for viewing, which is great. And then another dear friend, Just Jason Keto and More, is going to come up in a second. So I'm going to get the link for our music stream again. And anybody can feel free to hop over there whenever you'd like. We'll go over there and raid together in 10 minutes. Just Jason Keto and More is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got a lot of recipes and product reviews on his channel. He always wants to inspire us. The banner on the channel has different things to say right now. It says, if you started today, imagine where you could be this time next year. And I think that's very inspirational and a great idea. I think we can all agree we can have great impact over a long period of time like that. Just Jason Keto and More is working on 2,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. He has a lot of guests on the channel, both in live streams and videos. They share their life experience, their tips, their tricks, their trials, their tribulations to help inspire and motivate us when it comes to a keto-based, especially diet or lifestyle. Lots of recipes, like I said, on the channel. He's done series. He's very well known for these chaffles, which are very popular in the keto world. Other product reviews. He'll help us make sense of some of the ingredients we might find listed on keto marketed products in the grocery store. He goes to great lengths to bring us informative content from places like Keto Palooza. He'll be back again this year. He's already booked his tickets. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 5,000 and 6,000 views. One of them over 22,000, which I've seen. By the way, it's as entertaining as it is informative. And then when we get into live streams, he's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern, sometimes with guests, sometimes himself. But Jason has a vibrant community that wants to help inspire and motivate each other as well. So I always find myself compelled to participate in the chat when I'm there, and you will find more tips and tricks and inspiration from his community when you do the same. Product scope, let's see what you got going on your channel for today. They're fairly new in the Superchat family, so this is a channel I'm still getting to know. And it might take a second to find this channel, so I'm going to put their handle in the chat in case anybody needs it. We're doing a better service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other's channels. But they've got 17 subscribers right now. Jonathan Sturgill, I was forgetting, this is Jonathan Sturgill's channel. I should know that. And this creator has a new channel where they're going to bring us product reviews on this channel. This creator is very known for bringing us musical instrument and gear reviews. So what I'm going to do is show you his original channel, Jonathan. Forgive me, I've been off for 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty today. Jonathan Sturgill came to us with just about 5,000 subscribers, as a matter of fact, so a channel that's already well on its way. And this creator brings us, first of all, very thorough gear and musical instrument and gear product reviews and comparisons. But this creator is incredibly knowledgeable about music technology as well, and they can give us an eye into the future of what we're going to see and hear in popular music of all different genres, actually, in the coming decade, based on what's already happening with AI and some of the new gear and things that are out there. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody who's been giving us an abundant amount of support here in Superchat and on our music channel and other places. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And thank you, Lori's Tech Time. It's great to see you today. And Jeremy D-Day, let's see what they've got going on their channel. Jeremy D-Day is another friend that's been with us for, with me for about 4 years. Before Superchat was even a thought. He's one of the first creators I met in the small YouTuber community. And I'm going to get Maritz's Yarn and Crafts onto the wheel. We'll spin one more time. Jeremy D-Day has got 886 subscribers. Over here, he's bringing a lot of reviews, as well as, he says, shorts and vlogs. I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos, a little bit of a different one for Jeremy D-Day. But he posts frequently. And this creator's got 2 different channels, as a matter of fact. So he's going to talk about blogging, jersey collections, weather in Wisconsin. Shorts on the channel bring more variety at 27,000, 68,000 views and beyond. And this creator is well known as JD Knight 7. This is where I originally met this creator. Oh, what did I do here with the, there it is, JD Knight 7. And this creator now has over 9,000 subscribers. This is the same creator, Jeremy D-Day. And here he brings a lot of album reviews, music lately, a lot of popular bands, but of different genres, as a matter of fact. Jeremy D-Day and JD Knight 7 have been at this for many, many years. So you can see over 1,300 videos. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 191,000, 342,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are an idea possibly for the future, so we'll keep an eye on the channel and keep our notification bell on like we do for everyone. Cabaret Gaming is coming up next. I already spun the wheel. We'll see what they've got going on. And if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Cabaret Gaming is going to bring us video gameplay. He really mixes up all the different games, lots of Grand Theft Auto, but lots of other popular titles as well. He brings shorts, videos, and is live almost every single day. Some of the shorts have done really well, 45,000, 60,000, which is great to see. And of course, he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I've caught him many times for both live streams and premieres. When we look at Cabaret, I think he changed the name to Vlogs and More. Oh, Vlogs and Adventures, forgive me. Cabaret Vlogs and Adventures. This is the same creator from Cabaret Gaming, and a longtime friend. He's been with us about 3 years. He's going to bring vlogging, tutorials, tips, unboxing videos, and some more video gameplay. Some shorts on the channel have gotten into 700 views, and that will likely be beyond very soon. And then live streams on the channel are occasional as well. He's chasing watch hours right now. So again, if anybody wants to swap playlists for watch hours, just please say so in the chat. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is coming up. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent today. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to, but we have been on for 3 hours. We'll be back on Wednesday. The next stream is already posted, and tomorrow I'll try to get the next 4 ready to go. We expect to be on every other day for the next week to week and a half. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts brings us 533 subscribers, and they love to crochet, sew, draw, paint, garden, thrift, and travel. They bring all that variety on their channel. I'm going to take one of their latest videos, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. They got some shorts on the channel that have gotten into 800 views and beyond. And Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is not only here in Superchat just about every single day, but also I run into them constantly supporting other creators. So hopefully everybody will connect with Maritza's Yarn and Crafts, push them towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. And thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thanks to our moderator, Scratch and PPA. Thanks for coming back in again today. And we'll be looking forward to his premiere tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern. And then for everybody, hopefully you'll come and visit the music channel right now, see what on earth I've been talking about. The virtual nightclub's already going. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.